Okay, so dogs fed raw are used to a nutrient-dense diet, nutrient-dense food that's mostly protein and fat with a small amount of carbohydrate. So that's what they're used to. They will tend to use the protein as building blocks for their anatomy, so their bones, their muscles, their ligaments, their skin. That's where the protein goes. The fat is their fuel source. And the body has ways that it digests fat, which produces energy, and different ways that it digests carbohydrates or sugars, which ultimately result in energy production. So when we restrict our dogs to a species-appropriate diet or an evolutionary diet or a meat-based diet or meat-fat-based diet, then their systems become very good at utilizing fat for energy. So those processes need to be kept fluid, and when they are kept fluid and open and working, then it's very easy to switch the dietary fat off for a day or two from intermittent fasting, which then means that those dogs will use their own fat reserves for their energy requirements. And it's a seamless transition. And that's why it's really useful to fast your dog, say once a week, to keep those processes, those metabolic processes fluid and open and active and working. So in this state, when we do a meat-based diet, when we do intermittent fasting, it's no bother to your dog. If your dog is a little bit overweight, to force your dog to start using his or her own fat reserves for energy. It's no problem to them because they are metabolically used to it. And so it's very easy actually to control your dog's weight using this tool. For dogs that are not fed a meat-based diet, that are fed a high carbohydrate diet, it's a lot more difficult because dietary carbohydrates tend to be converted to instant energy like sugars, and anything that's surplus to requirement just gets laid down as fat. So now we take that dog and we say, right, start metabolizing your own fat. There's no way that dog can do that very quickly or very easily because those pathways of digesting fat are just simply not there. I won't say they're not there. They are carnivores and they have evolved to be meat and or protein and fat eaters, but those processes in the modern dog are very sluggish. So if you suddenly take your dog's food away for a day or two, they will get very grousy, very grumpy, very hungry, very lethargic, simply because they can't actually digest their own fat. That process takes usually 4 to 5 days at the very least to activate. So this is why it's very much easier to diet your dog that's on a raw diet versus your dog that's on a commercial or high carbohydrate diet.